guys, back to it again. This is the beginning video of video number 6. Okay, whatever. Well, start of the video, start of the day, start of the video, kind of blended them together. It's one of those days. This week we need to wrap up that bodywork. So video number 5, we wrapped up all of the metal fab. Finally, thank God, it's done. So let me show you guys that. So video number 6, starting today, is gonna be bodywork. I showed you guys at the end of video 5 the mud I slapped on this. I gotta finish blocking it out. I've been using Big Kid blocks and the RDA. We flattened it out. It's actually pretty damn straight, but we do have a lot of lows and a lot of little things that just need to be quick skim with glaze, very thin, and wrap that up. After I finish blocking out this quarter panel and get it completely straight and I'm happy with it from the quarter down the rocker, then we're going to move across the top. We'll do this section across the top and start up on the hood. And we'll get over and do this half of the roof. The roof itself does not look very bad, so I think I'm just gonna skim this portion, of course with this that I've already done, and just flow it in, and then I'm gonna leave the roof alone and I'm gonna primer the piss out of it, and then we'll block it flat from there. So I don't have to waste so much mud on it, because I don't think, I mean, just looking at it, I'm not seeing everything is right here where the welding is at. I'm not seeing anything bad on it. Catwalk itself looks pretty good. I'm going to just strip it clean. We need a wire wheel in here and clean this out, because all this is going to get painted first. Get all this cleaned out. Across this back deck here, body work and cleaned, and we're going to strip it. So when I go back to stripping again, you know, woo, just kidding. We're going to strip off all this and this quarter, because it still needs to be completely stripped down. And down there, haven't done it. And damn, I guess I didn't even do this damn door jamb either. Shite. Alright, well, I guess I gotta strip all that and this whole section still, even this little piece here, but I did strip the hood. So yeah, we're gonna be in a freaking mess again. On video number 6 is gonna be a mess, because when I start stripping up in here, things get nasty. Maybe I shouldn't turn the camera on. Maybe I'll get more viewers. You never know nowadays. Shit. So anyway, then we'll be off to the hood. I'll probably strip that down as well. That thing is a total shit show, but we're gonna make it work. Yeah, so we'll strip it down, and then I can't really do shit with it after the fact. With the hood, I'm going to strip it down. If there's anything low, high, whatever, I'm just going to fix it real quick, put it in some high build and some primer, get it together real thick, and then block it flat. And then what I'll do is when we do get the fenders back from Chongo, we'll throw those things on and we'll line that hood up, and then from there we'll make the relief cuts underneath it to see what the hell's going on with it, to get it to fit correctly. But here we are, guys. I think it looks like crap, but it will always look like shit before it looks better. So, start of the video. So here's another thing. I bought lower panels for the 32. That will get fixed. Other side's gonna get fixed. And then I'm gonna start tweaking to try to get these doors aligned. I've already pounded out some dents. I've worked some stuff out on this thing, kind of been tinkering with it here and there when I get a chance. I'm kind of just trying to get it to a point where I'm just like, all right, we're ready to go. One issue I have is I need garnish moldings. Can never find them. Never anybody has them for a 32 two-door. They're impossible to find, and when you do find them, if you do, they're rotted out. Or they want freaking $1,200, $2,400. I've seen them all the way up to $2,000, over $2,000. So I got a set here of some 4-door moldings off of God knows what. My buddy from Nambe in my car club hooked me up with those, and the funny thing is they fit perfect. I just need to chop them up, make them fit even better, front, rear, and we'll go from there. And then of course the window, I have the window regulators for in here. We're gonna have to pop a hole, get these intrusions or whatever the hell they're called in my crank, so I have some glass. I'm going to do that as well, and I think I need to make one slight modification to the rear window because it's crooked. When this chop was done, I didn't chop it, but we leaded everything, and we could never figure out, even with measurements, why this chop was crooked. Well, it's the back window that makes it look crooked. It was either put in sideways, not sideways, it was either put in slightly off, which from the measurements of the body line, it doesn't look like it, but what's weird is one side has a little tiny dip to it. So I'm going to relief cut it and try to rework that and see if it helps it look straight. Because when I used to drive this car down the road, it always looked like it was leaning to the left, like an Impala, which every Impala I've had always leaned to the damn left. But I don't know. So yeah, we're definitely going to try to fix that. If not, so freaking be it. I don't care. At this point, you know, I just want to paint this sucker, get my doors closing correctly again, and we're going to get it back on the road. I'm back and forth with, I know I'm pulling the 40 in for sure, but this car is so close, dude, and I don't really want to just leave it sitting there any longer, so we might just have to do it. But in this video, I'm rambling again. I seem to do that a lot. I get bored and I have a lot that goes through my brain, but here we go. Mr. Wagon is going back to Southwest Hydraulics, to Jason that owns Southwest Hydraulics. This was originally his car and I bought it from him a couple years ago, and it is going back. You guys know the story. If you haven't heard, go back to an old video, gives you more of the basics of what happened. But basically I traded it back to Jason, and he is going to go ahead and handle all my suspension on my 36 for me, so I can put my time into my 40. If not, I'll just do the 36 myself and keep my wagon. But I got too many cars, guys. I got to downsize, so I made the executive decision that I'm gonna go ahead and let it go. I'll trade it to him for the labor work for my chassis on my 36. So that will be going to him soon. I just need to get some cash rounded up so I can go buy all the stuff I need for him and then just take it to him. Of course, we got to take the car apart, but that's easy. We'll roll it out, we'll take everything off of it, and from there I will have a banjo rear end, a flathead engine, pretty much all the running gear off the 36. It's going to be for sale. So if any of you guys are close by Albuquerque, New Mexico, or maybe we can make a deal and meet halfway or something, I'll sell you the whole kit, everything, the whole thing, everything that goes on the chassis except the chassis. You know, I know there's you purists out there that like 36 stuff for like Race of the Gentleman, or, you know, original style cars. Everybody likes to run that stuff. I'm over it. I'm not going to do it. I want comfort and modernization underneath my cars. So I'm done messing with that stuff. Unless if that car was already cherry, I'd left it alone. I'd have laid it out the way it is, and if it ran and drove with a flatty, I'd left it. But it doesn't. And since I got to put work into it, I'm gonna just put in there what I know and what I like and what's easier for me. So that's what I'm gonna do. Fucking guy today. I don't get it. Anyway, so that's what's up. Yeah. Well, there we go. Talking again. Alright, so what I need to do today is I need to pop this body back up, put the springs underneath it. Of course, I should have never took them out, but it was swaying and flopping all over, and I like looking at my cars laid on the floor. It's like a motivational thing. I never got there, but still. So yeah, I need to get this car jacked up, get it ready, and tomorrow me and Chongo are going to pull out the trailer. We're going to move this heap of shit. I'm going to try to move my boat out because I'm going to put that trailer back there. And then my 36 is going to go here eventually. But this needs to go back to Jason. So I need to go on there, get some stuff together. And we're going to jack this thing off. We're going to jack this stupid car up. And we're going to try to get them springs back under it. And we'll have to say our goodbyes. Sad, dude. I love this car. Damn it. Alright. I'm gonna cry. I'm just kidding. Let me get this stuff together, bro, and I'll put you guys back on here in a second. Alright, guys. Dirty again. Camera wasn't recording. We're here. Got the rear end strapped with a couple of ratchet straps, put the springs back in it, and I cut some piping to lock it up in front because I don't have the front springs for it. I have a set of short stacks for hydraulics put there at the damn storage. So yeah, it's ready to go. Got to put some air in that tire. I need to take all this stuff out and organize it because I'm going to put the seats in here and then stack all the parts on the top, and I have more totes. So I'm going to try to take it to him with all this stuff right away. We're going to go from there. So let me organize the inside of this thing real quick, and if I have a little bit of time today, I'll start moving these trailers out of here and see if I can get this thing loaded up. I don't think it's gonna work. We'll see. I'll give you guys an update in a minute. Alright, guys, well, check it out. My yard's a mess, dude. I got everything out of here. So I took my little trailer and my boat to the front of the shop. The 61 Parkwood is on the trailer, ready to go. From here on, I'm just cleaning. Gotta clean up. I didn't get no Monte Carlo work done today. I know this is video number 5. Actually, video number 6. Yeah, this is video number 6. Just hit my 10,000 steps for today. But here we go, guys. Say your goodbyes. Yeah, Mr. Wagon is going back to its home. Its originating home, I should say. Really cool car. This one would have really not taken me too long. I just drug my ass. But crazy thing is, I have every single part for this entire car in totes in my storage. Everything, completely everything. Have an engine and everything, and not anymore. I kept the engine, that's mine, but the car itself and all that chrome that I got done for it all goes back to Jason. But it's all good. He gets his car back and I got my rag. That's what I wanted. So sad though. I love this wagon. I figure one of these days when I finish my rag and I finish my 40, maybe one day I'll come across one that's already put together and drivable, and I'll just buy it to enjoy it, and then I'll just tear it apart and make it my own. But alright, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up tonight, and that'll be it for this little portion. And when I kick you guys back on, we will be working on video number 6 for sure on the Monte Carlo, getting this stuff started and wrapped up with the bodywork. Video number 6, video number 7 will probably be all bodywork and primering. Possibly may go into video number 8, I don't know, but we're getting there. So talked to Chongo today, and he said that the parts are almost done on his end, so I need to get cooking. So after tomorrow, when I go drop the car off the wagon, I'll come home and I'm gonna put some time in this car, Friday, Saturday, probably Sunday, and then I'll also work on it Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and we should be very far by then. All right, guys. Well, there she is. I should say Mr. Wagon is on his way out. I loaded up the last of the stuff. I am gonna miss this one a lot. It really does hurt to let this go. Got every piece for this car. Everything, seats, everything is here. I even have an extra door. I'm gonna have to get the hood from the house later on. The title and all the chrome that I got done for the car is gonna go with this as well, of course, but I gotta take it to them a different day. That stuff's not in my way, but all the stuff that I had to go with it in the storage, I went and put it in the car to get rid of it right off the bat, because I got some other stuff I'm gonna swap into this storage. So man, I'm sad, but you know, honestly guys, I think it would just be easier for me to build what I have, because I have way too much projects. I'm way over my head, and you got to make sacrifices at some point, because I'm not rich. What I do for a living, I'll never be rich unless I sue. But I'm happy with my rag. It's what I've always wanted. So when I get done with the 40 and the 36 and put the 32 back on the road, one day I'm just gonna save some cash and go buy one. Whether it's a 58, 59, 61, I really love the 61s, but I'll just go buy me a rag, or another wagon. A wagon, a hardtop, a rag, I don't know. But honestly, my hearts are in the wagons. You know, everybody here has hardtops and convertibles, and you know me, I hate having the same exact thing everyone else does. So I'm gonna most likely get me another wagon. I do like the 58s, but let's see what I find down the road. Never know, maybe I'll do some trade work for one. I've had to let go of a lot of cars this year. You know, I've gone through a lot. I let go of my Blazer. I let go of my Chrysler, my 39. I let go of my wagon. My Alvis is still here at my storage, but I don't know if it's gonna go or not. If it does, oh well. I got rid of my 27 Tall T. God, I don't even remember. I've had so many damn cars. But yeah, it's time to downsize, because it's time to get some stuff on the road. So I'm gonna head out now to J Bird Shop, Southwest Hydraulics here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and drop off this wagon. He was the original owner, if you guys know the story. He was the original owner of the car, and I bought it off of him. And he's always wanted it back. So I'm glad that it's going back to him, and hopefully at least one of us will drive it. So when you watch this video, Jay Bird, you better finish this car so at least you can take me for a ride in it, because I was going to finish it and take you for a ride. Because someone's got to drive this damn car. But alright guys, with that being said, storage is locked up and I'm on my way out, so I'll catch you guys here in a little bit. Alright guys, well, we're still out here working. Still ain't started video number 6. I ain't touched the Monte Carlo this whole week. It's Sunday and I've been working my tail off, but as you noticed, 27's off the rack. Finally, I'm gonna just take it to the guys that bought it. So yeah, Model T is gone, the cowl, the back half, and then I gotta take that pink piece there. 36 is moved in the backyard. This thing is a freaking tank, bro. I was able to push my wagon. This one took 3 of us to push this thing, but I got it in a good spot. I need to buy a car cover for it. Usually I put them right here, but I wanted it canted because I'm gonna start taking it apart and roll the chassis out. So it makes it easier if I don't have to push it again, and at least now I can lift the body and roll the chassis straight out of it. Yeah, so that's where we're at with that. Still got to finish the fence, got to take balls to the front yard, and I got to finish that whole sign thing I'm going to do where I hang my signs, and I got to lower that Anthony portion. Got the boat in order here, covered, and the cement mixer I'm going to take to my storage, but for now I need it because I'm going to build some steps there and one back there. But it's all time consuming, guys. I'm a one-man team when it comes to this stuff. Cousin Bobo's MIA. I ain't gonna call him anymore or look for him or kiss his ass. I'm tired of asking him for help and him just leaving me hanging, so it is what it is, dude. You know, I paid the dude good, I treated him good, fed him breakfast, you know. I don't know why he just disappears on me all the time like that. Tells me he'll be here the next day, we shake hands, and the next day comes and he doesn't show up. No call, no show. Call him for 2-3 weeks, doesn't answer. Alright, bro. You know, figure maybe he got locked up or something happened to him. I don't know. We know it'd be nice if he would just call and say, hey, bro, I'm sorry I can't make it. Alright, well, call me when you're ready to work. You know, simple. But it leaves me hanging, bro. That's different. Doesn't work out for me like that. So, I'm just done. I'll just find someone else who wants to get paid. Alright, guys, so we've been at it here in the Monte Carlo. I know I haven't been posting, guys. I've been so freaking sick, and I've been working on another video aside from this one for Buggy's Cross. But I've also done a lot of things around the yard. I've just kind of been dragging, but there's things that have been bugging me. So I've been cleaning and fixing things and trying to get stuff done. My buddy Vince from Chongo's Customs went on a little vacation. So, you know, things have slowed down here with the Monte Carlo, but we're still at it. I've been working on it, but it's just time consuming sometimes, guys. You know, sometimes it's just not. Sometimes I get tired, but we're here. You know, I've been slowing down a lot since I've been sick, and I come out here and work for a few hours and I'm freaking dying, dude. All this rocker's pretty close. A few little spots. There we got some spots here and there that need to be re-skimmed. For the most part, it's coming together. It's flattening out. I took that bottom part and I took it down back to the metal with the grinder, with the stripper, and I had to do some more metal work down there because I was not happy with the way this was formed, and now it looks a lot better. It's not perfect, but it looks better. This quarter was hit at some point, obviously, because there was just so much going on here. From the bottom, this big mess that was here, the big dent that formed there. That dent, actually, the metal was very thin there as it was, but as I started to weld in that wheel lip, that part sunk in on me, and I tried to beat it from the back, and I tried to beat it from the back, and I tried to beat it from the back. That didn't sound right. Sick ass dude, eh? The stuff that happens on camera, dude, it's just funny, but I'll give you guys the raw video of that. Not of it being from the back, but, you know, I'm not going to cut that out and paste or whatever you call it. Splice. That was funny, dude. Oh, shit. Anyways, here we go again. So, oh, man, that just didn't sound right. I smacked the dent out from the inside, but it was so wavy, I tried to heat shrink it, and the metal was already so thin. For whatever reason, I don't know if it was going to start rotting there or whatever happened. I don't know. In my early videos, the panel was actually pretty straight there. But as soon as I started welding, that specific spot, boom, just popped in, and I tried to pop it out. And the minute I started tinkering with it, it was just blowing through, you know, the metal. It was so thin, so that's why I cut it out. And of course, making that, recrowning it, there was a point where I crowned it a little too much, so I had to go back and do some dolly work, and then now it's a little bit too low. So where it's at right now is not bad. I need to block it a little further and define that tighter, and then I can skim it. But down here, this was in and out, and even when I welded that panel in there, there was just not something right with this panel to begin with. When I added the filler panel, it seemed like this corner stuck out further, and there was obviously some work at some time. I think it needed to be cut and pushed in, but I don't know what was wrong with it. Honestly, this should have just been a brand new quarter altogether, but I didn't want to do a quarter, and I wasn't going to ask him to bring me a quarter, so I'm just fixing it the best I can. You can't look at two sides at once. It isn't perfect, but it's close enough. It's nothing anybody's going to ever notice anyway, just me, because I'm the one working on it. But other than that, we're not far, dude. Once I get past this quarter panel, we're going to be on the road. I'm just struggling with it. I'm honestly dragging my ass with it, is what I'm doing. I'm tired, and I'm being so sick. And man, I'm standing around my yard, and there's just so much shit to do and cleaning, and I want my yard done clean, and I'm tired of, I can't do this all by myself, you know. So cousin Bobo's MIA, and I'm not gonna call him anymore. I'm done chasing him. You know, I called him a bunch of times. He doesn't return my calls. He was supposed to be here one day, and he just didn't show up, and I ain't heard from him since. I don't even know if the dude's alright, but, you know, he does this to me all the time, and I'm just done with it. I'm not going to call him anymore or kiss his ass. I don't care, whatever. You know, if you don't want to work and get paid and be, you know, I thought we had something going here. Aww. But, you know, that's the thing, you know. I paid him good to help me out, and I taught him a lot. I fed him. You know, we'd go eat lunch or breakfast or whatever, and, you know, he came and worked for 2 days and says, yeah, I'll be here in the morning, and doesn't show up no more. Doesn't answer the phone, doesn't give me an excuse, doesn't tell me, hey, bro, I can't work. I mean, give me something, but whatever. You know what? He can call me whenever, but, you know, I honestly don't think, you know, we're breaking up. That's it. It's over. Because I can't depend on him. And it sucks, because it's like, dude, you know, even if he wanted to come back and work, and then I, you know, expect him to be here to help me, and then he doesn't show up, you know, then he doesn't answer the phone. So, you know, I don't know, you know, but, you know, I get it if it happened once, but this has happened a few times, more than that. It's been like this for the past 10 years, on and off. And I'm over it. I'll do it my damn self and save my money and save my freaking beer. But on the other hand, fellas, I know you don't want to just hear me talk about this shit. I did get my sign to work. It actually had lights and everything in it, so I made a plug for it and plugged it in. And it works cherry. Happy with that. Moving on. Rearrange the shop a little bit. Clean some of this up here. Put that there. Put, you know, Bobby's old desk that he used to use. He used to call it his office. Since he no longer has an office, he's fired. We put that in here for now, which needs to be painted. That's another winter project, guys, I would like to get done, is I want to paint my brake, that table. I'm going to paint all my tables just to make them really cool and nice. I might even paint the blaster, but the blaster's going to be gone out. It's going outside. Another thing, I mean, like this, I would like to paint this, my cabinets, that. I'm going to leave my toolbox alone. But, you know, I just want to paint this stuff and make it look cool. Maybe pinstripe it. I really want to get back to this. I bought this from some guy that just had it thrown there on a table outside, and it was pretty much getting ruined. I just want to restore it and get it to work right. I mean, I still use it to roll metal. It does a hell of a metal brake. It's a box brake, but it is missing a tooth, so I'm going to make one gold tooth right here for it. It's missing just that one tooth. But it works cherry, to be honest with you. You know, the shear itself, I don't really use the shear. But I would like to get under there and sharpen everything and clean everything up and grease shit and make all this work. Make a new handle. This is just temporary. It came with this one. I don't know if like there was two at one point. I have no idea. But I want to get it working again. Got to paint that for the Mustang. These do go to Phil. I actually just got my wheels and tires back from Phil, so I feel bad that I hadn't even got his parts done, but he got my stuff done. Sold this to the neighbor. Obtained a few more cool items. So I went and took apart a rear end for a friend of mine in my car club because he's going to get it powder coated. So he gave me this beer cooler sign. And then as I was picking up my rims and tires from Phil for the 36, I seen this sitting there. And he's like, I don't know what it is, dude. I bought it at a swap meet. And I've had it for probably 2-3 years just sitting there. And I'm going to build it a bomb. Well, not a real bomb, but, you know, I don't know what you call it. I'm going to hang it in the shop. And put the bomb half on the back. And, you know, pinstripe it. Put something cool on it. Maybe I don't know, the shop name like I put on everything else. I gotta sit down, dude. I'm already weak. Dude, I've been sick for 2 weeks, guys, and I'm still all freaking messed up. But everything's ticking. The time is ticking. Trying to get this shit done. Trying to get motivated. You know, I've had a freaking 5 days off, bro, and I ain't got much done. I just sometimes don't feel like working on this car. I don't like getting like that because then it takes a long process to get it further along, and then you just dread it, you know, but it's all gonna come together. I just need to finish it. I need to bust my ass, but I'm gonna have some time coming off coming up soon for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. I took some time off of work. So that's kind of be exciting because I can get a lot of shit done. So let's move on.